Hey, you dumb cunts all going to stare at the sun tomorrow? Do yourself a favor. Just wait for the pictures. You know what I mean? Looking at a fucking lunar eclipse or solar eclipse, whatever the fuck's going on here. It's a lunar eclipse, right? Is it the lunar eclipse? There's the one I learned that when the earth is between the sun and the moon turns red. Because it deflects the fucking light or something. You know, the reason why I know this is because this shit's happening on Monday, and one of the writers in the writer's room knew this shit. And then there's the other one where the moon passes in front of the sun. Oh, my God, this haven't happened for 37, 38 fucking years. Did you see that little, not a meme, was it a GIF, that thing going around about that newscaster that I actually really used to like? I used to watch him when I was a kid, and he said, that eclipse today was, and there's not going to be another one in 38 years, and let's hope that when it fucking happens on a world that knows nothing but peace. You know, and everybody's like, wow, he said that, and then wow. It's just like, we've never been at peace, ever. Never will be. There'll never be world peace. There'll never be world peace. The level of violence that would have to occur for there to be peace, you'd have to be the last person on earth. Because if there's another person, if there was just two people, at some point, the other person is going to annoy you, and then there goes the peace. Right? That's what happened with Adam and Eve. I hate to tell you, all you people out there that believe we came from fucking the ocean. I actually believe in creationism, whatever the fuck they call it. All right? There was two white people that started all of this, and somehow we had all the other races out of them. These two white people, right? Adam and Eve, and they got annoyed with each other. So she goes for a walk, right? The snake gets in her ear. Next thing you know, right? She goes over and she bites an apple, which for whatever reason is healthy. It's a good thing. It's got fiber in it. You know? I don't understand why the invisible guy, was upset by that. Because you know what it was? An apple with the sugar in it. Like, because there was no weed or coke or meth or anything like that. Like, apples were, I guess, the heroin of back then. And he said, let me tell you two little shit something, all right? You want to live in this fucking Garden of Eden here? Well, do you? Stay away from the fucking apple tree. That's it. She went down. She's probably going, hey, you know what? I'm going to go down and eat one of those fucking apples and fucking what's his face? Whatever. Was it her brother? I don't know what went. None of that fucking... Is anybody religious listening to this shit? How the fuck do two white people, okay, fuck and create all different races of people? Forget about that. How if you just have two fucking people and then they bang and then what? How do you keep it going? Their kids have to fuck. Exactly. You had nothing, didn't you? Their kids have to fuck. And then their kids' fuck. Is that how we went from Adam and Eve to fucking cavemen? Neanderthals and those other fucking people with those slopey foreheads? You know? And that fucking Frankenstein brow, which I kind of have. Is that what happened? Because Adam and Eve banged, and then their kids had to sit down and say, children, you have to fuck one another in order to keep this thing going. Right? None of it makes sense. None of those stories fucking make sense any more than the fat guy in the red fucking suit going down a goddamn chimney, okay? First of all, if it was fucking true, all these new homes without fireplaces would not have a Christmas. What do parents who live in houses without fireplaces say? You know? Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus, looking for a chimney, but there isn't one. Gets back and say, you have no fun. Go fuck yourself, right? No goddamn toys. Go fuck yourself. Go to Child World. All right? That's part of his contract. You leave cookies and there's a fucking chimney, or that's it. It's over. That, and evidently, he has no interest in anybody who's not Christian. He makes toys for everybody unless they're not Christian. You know what it is? It's just everyone. We were tribes, and we were tribes, and we just came up with these fucking stories. And as it expanded, and everybody started fucking interacting all the holes in our shit, you know? Once you got that global view, it all fucked up. All of a sudden, the world wasn't flat, you know, depending on what basketball player you talked to. It was round. All of a sudden, you found out that it was fucking round. These people aren't Indians. They're not from they're not from India. They're from America. America, right? The greatest fuck. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, you know, if you go to text, I just fucked up. If you go to text that thing, we're not sending a sticker overseas, by the way. This is just for Americans only. And by Americans, I mean United States, America, maybe Canada. I don't know. You can't do it because it's a fucking sticker, and then they got to fill out forms. I should have said that earlier. You know, I should have done a lot of things in life, but I got to tell you, we're not telling you guys that, you know, if you text that fucking number and it's international, the sticker's not coming. That's probably one of my biggest regrets. Other than the fact the last time I didn't watch an eclipse, you know, there was a guy wishing for world peace the next time it came around. And now here we are, 38 fucking years later. 38 years later. Are we any closer? You know, I'm sure somebody said that in the 1940s after fucking Hitler and Stalin and all that shit. Hey, you know, there was last night there was a typhoon. I hope the next time there's a typhoon, it's killing innocent people in a peaceful world. It's never going to happen. Well, Jesus, Bill, not with that fucking attitude. The children have to fuck. When we return, part 2 of the Adam and Eve story. The story no one wanted to show you. All right, so anyways, I've been, how many fucking minutes into this pile of shit podcast that I do? Am I 26 minutes, people. 26 minutes is some of the most ignorant shit you're ever going to listen to, yet you continue to listen. You continue to listen.